totally winging this, but I'll walk around and see if I can find a good spot in this park to take a few photos. I have some glasses. Well, these things, like a super cheap, and I'm thinking I can hold it up to a phone, potentially get some photos. But I also have a camera. It's just not amazing. I mean, I don't think these are large enough to cover the camera lens. So switch this here. It was actually last year, probably around this time, that I picked up this other phone to do live streaming stuff. I didn't do much with it because of various issues and such, but I guess this will be the final attempt to get any use out of it for that. So I'm looking for a more open area. I can put a tripod down. That's probably not good. Also might be running out of time. But I can always stop and do whatever. I haven't been in this park for quite a while, but there are some relatively open areas. Just a matter of getting to it. So a squirrel. Yeah, also have this thing running. Do a dual camera. Sorry, it's probably pretty shaky. I don't know if this has any type of stabilization. I don't think it does. It's very close to. This is a beautiful forest preserve park. I don't know what they're doing there. Maybe some type of prairie restoration or something. Yeah. I assume this is a vertical format. They added that to YouTube, and I didn't really see an option to modify like what orientation the camera was in. Looks like 3 people are watching this. That's funny. Alright. This is a decent spot, maybe. Yeah. So maybe I'm curious to see what happens when I put these over the. I'm not sure which one is on there. Here we go. Looks like it's working. So in this area, it's supposed to last for a substantial amount of time. I'm in northern Illinois. I think until 3 p.m. Central. But we'll see how it goes. Kind of get in the background. I don't really care if this camera lens gets messed up. It's just on. I mean, the phone wasn't cheap, but it wasn't terribly expensive. it's gonna show up. Alright. So I've gotta try to do this one. Come on. Using these quick releases from Ulanzi that they had sent me years back, and then I purchased like a handful of toppers and stuff. So it's the claw. And whoops. Pull up GoPro. Sorry. I know this is probably whoops. Probably a little sickening, all the shaking. There we go. Got this thing. Smartphone mount. Yeah, I did do a video on this. It's on the tech channel, not the photography channel. So I'll put you guys, or just the one person watching, into here. Let's see. Come on. Should have done this first. And it's got a 1/4 20 and 3/8 on the bottom. Sorry. Come on. One-handed. Maybe I could set this up on a... So there's a little bench here. Sorry. There we go. That looks kind of cool. Whoa! Sorry. Alright. So there's that. It's got the quick release on it now. Make sure that it's tight. Okay. Should be good. Oh, there's an orientation adjustment. So confusing. All right. Sorry, there's probably some noise as I move the phone around. Let's see. What does this do? There was a lock on the phone mount. I guess not. Alright, you're on a tripod now. Jeez. How's it going?
Must be eclipse time. Huh?
Yeah, probably. It's pretty soon. Jeez. There we go. this adjusts. Alright. There's one thing on this mount that isn't cooperating. And I don't have the right tool to adjust it. There we go. Kind of works. Crap. People than I expected. Alright. Let's go this direction. Well, I don't know if it's showing up yet. Sorry. Just gonna walk away from the pathway a little bit. So I don't get hassled. Alright. That should be good. Okay. It looked like there was an orientation thing on this, but I don't know how I did it. Maybe this? No, it's a share button. I can add products. Start a poll. Top chat, live chat. Maybe I need to. Come on, cooperate. Auto rotate. Maybe that's gonna work. Let's see if it works. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Oh, what the heck, YouTube? They did add the vertical live stream thing, so I guess it's in vertical mode. Probably have to stop it. Let's see. I guess that's kind of cool. Another phone. They also have the glasses. It makes more good with them. I don't know what I did though. I'm very prepared for this. Put them back in the bag. Here it is. Let's see. There's the camera. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. Whoops, wrong direction. So the goal is to go like that. stats of what's going on in this area. So it's 1:49 p.m. Central Time right now, and I thought 2 p.m. was supposed to be the major thing, but it doesn't seem to be that case. Oops. Maybe if I take this thing and put it at an angle. We're kind of looking down. We're sorry. Like that. I don't think there's any way to adjust exposure on the YouTube live feed thing. So this seems kind of dangerous. Where's my flipping? Let's see if it actually works. Yeah, it is actually happening right now. So I don't think there's a way to adjust the exposure on this. There's filters. Good old YouTube. Oops. Okay, that's pretty cool. I could do a manual exposure on this one. There's a pro mode on this app. This is a Moto phone. Jeez. Oh man, I don't think it's enough. Kinda. Oh, there we go, there we go. Actually is working. Let's see. It's a tiny dot, but it is working. It's white balance. So it is possible to use your phone for this, but you'd be better off with one that has a zoom lens in it. This doesn't. It's just a fixed focal length. And then I've got the thing covering it. But it is working. And then it depends on if your phone has any type of pro mode. This one has a pretty detailed pro mode. It's a Moto G Stylus 5G, and there's ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and focus. So basically, obviously aperture is not going to change because on these smartphone things generally you can't change the aperture. It's just a fixed aperture, but it does work. Yeah. So I've got the ISO set to 100, shutter speed 1/30th of a second, manual focus obviously at infinity, and the white balance currently is at 4116. It looks pretty good like that. Not sure maybe if I change the screen, okay, it's as bright as, oops. Operate. Well, I've got it in JPEG. I'm going to switch it to RAW. RAW plus JPEG, actually. That works. All right. Make sure it's still on that. Yeah, very cool. Let's see. It's going to be a tiny little thing, but it works. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. Maybe if I get closer, kind of go behind you guys. There it is. What does it look like? Can you see it? Oh yeah. It's on there. There we go. So according to what I heard, it's going to be 91% in my area, which is probably pretty close to its max right now. Pretty cool. Sorry. Yeah, it's that little dot there. It might be too close for this selfie camera. I could switch it, but then everything's going to get messed up. Yeah. Well, that's about it. Not much else to show you guys or gals. I'll just take a few more photos. Maybe I could zoom in. Oh. Oh, hey. Check that out. Nice. Trying to be still. Easier said than done. Cool. Let's see if I can get it on screen again. Oh, did I screw up my... Oh, almost saw it. Sorry. Let's see. I think that's as digitally zoomed as it can zoom. There we go. I don't know if you can see it on the live stream. Alright, so I think I'm taking enough photos. Oh, I see you're saying something. Down here in Texas, we have rain coming, so it's actually a missed opportunity. That sucks. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to give you a better view here. Let's see. No, it's not gonna work with YouTube because I can't adjust the exposure on it. That sucks. Maybe if I do this, does that work a little better? Like with some distance to it. Oh, there we go. There we go. How's that? Is that a little better? Oh, man. So the camera, I didn't think that had autofocus on it, but it appears to. Crap. Boom. Nice. Why is it? There we go. Come on. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get for you. Come on. Oh, I'm on the back camera, so it does have autofocus, and I think about it. So it's trying to figure itself out, why it's jumping. And like I said, I'm using YouTube's app, and there's basically no camera control, which is pretty frustrating. But maybe if I go like that. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm in the most awkward standing position. Sorry. Let's see if I can. Some bed. There we go. There we go. Cool. So these glasses were $1.11 at a place called Menards. Definitely worth it. Ooh. Should have brought a chair. I can't tell if it's better or worse close up with the glasses. All right. I think that's good. Oops. I could try this one. Other camera again. Let's see. There it is. Oh, nice. There we go. This might be better because, as far as I know, the front camera on this phone doesn't focus. Cool. This is actually a little easier for me to stand like this too. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, so hopefully, if anyone wasn't able to see it, there it is, at least in northern Illinois. Like I said, it's supposed to be 91%, but it looks like it's already getting larger, the amount of sun being shown. But yeah. Oops. There we go. See if I can try to avoid the other reflections. Oh, that's even better. So some of the reflection is on the lens of the glasses. I mean, not lens, but filter. I don't know what you'd call it. But my other hand has to hold this mount because the mount that I have has this loose connection point. I don't have the right hex tool to tighten it. Let's see if I can find a good angle for this. Looks like that's a little better. Yeah. So I see 3 people in here. If you have anything you want to talk about, it would make it less awkward for me to stand here and hold it and just talk to myself. That is cool though. Definitely worth doing this to try it out, see what would happen. I think, like I said, I think smartphones are definitely capable in this situation. Cheap glasses, obviously, if you do have a zoom lens on your smartphone, that would be so much better. But I've just got cheaper prepaid type smartphones. How long have I been doing photography? Uh, this specific channel has been running since 2011, and before that, I started around 2003 doing a mix of cosplay photography. But I mean, I wouldn't call myself a photographer at that point. Just pretty casual. So I picked up Canon ELPH S200 or Canon Digital ELPH S200, which is a little digicam. Back then, phones cameras really weren't a thing, so you basically had to get a dedicated camera, and it worked okay. And I still have it actually. I have a few videos on it, but cosplay photography, just general nature photography and things like that. I'm no professional. More of a video person than a photography person at this point. But it's fun. I don't know if you're into photography. There we go. Yeah, it's hard for me to tell on the screen here, but it looks like the band is getting larger of sunlight, so it's probably gonna keep getting bigger and bigger at this point. Whoops. Gotta get that optimum angle of the glasses. There we go. Yeah. So the main thing that I do like is the cosplay photography, and I'd go to conventions and take snapshots of people in outfits like anime, video games. Uh, sorry, the wind's blowing on the glasses. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Thankfully, the weather here got so much better today. Yesterday it was rain. Yeah, I think it was raining a little bit here and there. Pretty cloudy. So it depends on the if you have enough luck. And at least here we had enough luck to make it work. One of my friends mentioned he's probably down south, so his view was probably very, very nice. But I think it worked out well up here too. Yeah. Uh, um, been doing photography mostly. Oh, cosplay and videos, cons and vlogs for years. Nice. 2011. Videos, older YouTube channel since 2017. Oh, you lost the password. That sucks. Yeah. If you still have the same, I mean, if you still have access to the email address that you made it with, it's possible that you could get the old one back. So, what area of the country do you go to conventions? Oh, you don't? Yeah. I've been to a few out of the Illinois area, but the main ones here is Anime Central. Um, one's in Wisconsin. Geez, what was it called? I can't remember. But C2E2 is coming up in Chicago that I should be going to with a few friends. Just gonna take some casual cosplay photos there. And Anime Magic in the Chicago area is pretty fun. It's a little bit smaller, so it has that traditional type of anime convention feel to it. Although it is getting bigger quite a bit. The furthest that I've gone to a convention was in Maryland. There's Otakon and Katsukan, which are pretty large ones, and I assume they're still at. Well, Otakon was at a different hotel and convention center, but Katsukan is at the one in National Harbor, Maryland, which is really nice. Or from Ohio. Moved to Waco, Texas. Isn't that where that crazy stuff happened a long time ago with the cult? Local cons near me. YomaCon. I haven't been to YomaCon, but I know the Michigan one. I went to OhioCon. That was my first convention in 2003. Go to Katsucon someday. Yeah, the hotel slash convention center for that one in National Harbor is beautiful. It's great for photos. Uh, yeah, that's one of the nicest hotel convention centers I've seen. There's also another convention that's at that same place. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Magfest, maybe? Something like that. Don't drive, so you need to make new friends down there. Yeah. I feel like if you were to go to Katsukan, you probably want to fly, because that would be a really, really long drive. The time that I went, I drove with someone, but it was kind of rough. And I was from Illinois. Magfest, yeah, that would be a nice one. From what I've heard from my friends, they prefer Magfest. At least one definitely prefers it compared to Katsukan. But it would depend on your interests, I'm sure. There we go. Like I said, OhioCon was the first one that I went to. Went to that 2003 and 2004. Back then, I was using the little Digicam and stuff, so I do have photos of that. On the main place I put cosplay photos is on Facebook. Sadly, that's the only free, like, decent option that I know of to do a bunch of photos easily. But they're up there. They're not great. they're The camera was a 2 megapixel, I have a D3400, got in 2018 when I shot a wedding. Nice. That's definitely good enough to get nice photos. The lens is a big consideration. So if you were to, assuming you have the kit lens, you can make it work. But you could also consider like a 35 f1.8. I have a Flickr account. Yeah, they have a limitation to the size now. Flickr was purchased by can't remember. It's a popular image host. Can't remember the name of them. But when they bought Flickr, they eventually cut back and added the limitation, sadly. So I do have some old Flickr accounts, but I don't bother because I think it's 1,000 photos, something like that, that they limit it to. So if I can, there we go. It's still going. Now 50 millimeter. Yeah, the 50 is good. The 50's, that's definitely good. You can get some nice portraits. Assuming it's a f1.8. That is definitely sufficient. Should be very nice. The 50 for me is a little challenging in a convention situation unless you're doing like full photo shoots with people. Don't bother with Flickr anymore, Facebook, yeah. I used to use a website called Zenfolio, but it's paid, and it works pretty well. And I was able to push photos to Facebook at that time, but eventually the expense was too much. Zenfolio, yeah, it still exists, and I'm sure it's even better now, but everything costs money, so. Alright. There we go. I'm surprised how little of the sun is still showing. Doing this 43 minutes. Oh man. So besides OhioCon, which I'm pretty sure they moved hotels a while back, I went to Anime Central, those 2003, 2004, and good experience that kind of like got me interested in continuing to do it. What other conventions? Sorry. It's still a little cold. Yeah, I haven't been to a ton, honestly. ASIN. Yeah. With the conventions that are really popular, it's tough to. I mean, obviously, if you're going with friends and stuff like that, that's the ideal way to do it. And it's busy, but you can definitely find fun things to do. I haven't been to panels and such for a long time. Mostly just walk around, take cosplay photos. Like, I kind of call it like Pokemon, but with cosplayers. I gotta photograph them all. So you're saying Marathon in Ohio? I haven't heard of that one. So I assume it was a little bit smaller than OhioCon. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you hanging out here. I think I'm gonna end this. 45 minutes feels like a good enough amount of time. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm down to talk more about cosplay stuff if you are around at some point. All right, let me see how I can end this thing. I'm not sure. There's a share button. Maybe this back thing. Anyways, hope it was fun for you. Yeah. See ya. Maybe Instagram would be the best way to contact me. I have cosplay bonsai on Instagram. That's my cosplay account. I'll look for your username in the future. See if I can find. If you have an Instagram, I'll add you on there. See ya. Let's see. How do I exit? There we go. Yep.